Hello everyone. In the last video we saw how to find the remainder by adjusting +1 or -1 manually. Okay, but every time we cannot adjust +1 and -1 manually. Okay, in that situation we need to use Euler theorem. Okay, so before we start with Euler theorem, let's understand what is the meaning of Euler. Okay, Euler of a number n represents what? Okay everyone, so let's start with this. So now Euler of n, okay, Euler of n, we represent it by letter phi, okay, by symbol phi. Euler of n means phi of n. Okay, so what is the meaning of phi of n? Let's understand this. What is the meaning of Euler of a number? Okay, Euler of a number represents how many numbers, okay, how many numbers below n, how many numbers, okay, below n are co-prime with n, how many numbers below n are co-prime with n. Okay everyone, so Euler of n represents how many numbers below n are co-prime with n. Okay, that we represent by letter 5. Okay, phi of n means Euler of n. Okay, now how to find Euler of n? Let's have a look at it. Okay, so first step is let's do the prime factorization of that number n. Let's say the prime factorization of that number n is a to the power p into b to the power q into c to the power r into so on. Okay, where a, b, c are which kind of numbers? Where a, b, c are prime numbers. This is a prime factorization. Okay, now so the formula to find Euler of n, okay, the formula to find Euler of n is equal to number n, okay, number n into 1 divided by 1 minus 1 divided by first prime factor is a, okay, into 1 minus 1 divided by second prime factor is b, into 1 minus 1 divided by third prime factor is c, into so on. Okay everyone, for example, okay, for example, if I want to find Euler of 40, okay, so let's take example 40. Okay, 40 is equal to what? 2 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 1. Okay, I want to find Euler of 40. So how we can find it? Euler of 40 is equal to how much? 40 into 1 minus 1 by 2, okay, into 1 minus 1 by 5. 1 minus 1 divided by first prime number, first prime factor, okay, into 1 minus 1 divided by second prime factor into so on. Okay, over here there are only 2 prime factors. Okay everyone, so the Euler of 40 is going to be how much? 40 into 1 by 2 into 4 by 5. That is going to be how much? 16. So there are 16 numbers which are below 40 and co-prime with 40. This is how we can find Euler of number. This is how we can find Euler of n, that is phi of n. Okay everyone, now let's have a look at Euler theorem. Okay, now the next is Euler theorem. The next is Euler theorem. Okay, now the definition of Euler theorem is, let's have a look at it. The remainder of a to the power Euler of n, okay, remainder of a to the power Euler of n divided by n is always equal to 1, where a and n, this pair should be a co-prime pair. Okay, this pair should be a co-prime pair. Okay, means HCF of a comma n should be equal to 1. Okay everyone, the Euler theorem is what? A to the power Euler of n divided by n, the remainder is always 1. Okay everyone, a to the power Euler of n divided by n. So if we are dividing it by n in the power, there should be a Euler of n. Okay, so every example that we solved in the previous video we can solve by using this theorem. Okay, so let's start with the first example that we saw in the previous video also. Let's have a look at the first example. The first example is 3 to the power 101 divided by 28. How can we solve this question? By using Euler theorem. Okay, so let's have a look at it. So what I will do is I will write Euler theorem in short here. Okay, the Euler theorem is a to the power Euler of n divided by n. Okay, the remainder is how much? The remainder is equal to 1. Okay, but the condition is what? The condition is a and n should be a co-prime pair. Okay, this is our Euler theorem. Okay, so let's start solving this question. Okay, in this question we are supposed to find, first of all, identify that 3, 28 is a co-prime pair. Okay, they don't have any common factor between them except 1. So the prime factorization of 28 is how much? 7 to the power 1 into 2 square. Okay, so the Euler of 28 is equal to how much? 28 into 1 minus 1 by 7. Okay, into 1 minus 1 by 2. So 28 into 6 by 7 into 1 by 2. So this is going to be how much? This is going to be 12. Okay everyone, so Euler of 28 is 12. So what does it mean? What does it mean? The remainder of 3 to the power 12 divided by 28 is equal to how much? 1. Okay everyone, we are dividing it by 28. Okay, so in the power there should be a Euler of 28. Euler of 28 is how much? 12. Okay, so 3 to the power 12 divided by 28 is equal to 1. Okay everyone, how we can use this concept here? Let's have a look at it. Okay, so we want power of 3 to be 12. Okay, we want power of 3 to be 12. Okay, so 3 to the power 12 bracket to the power how much? 12 8s are 96. Okay everyone, 12 8s are 96. What is left? 3 to the power 5 is left, divided by 28. Okay everyone, so if we divide 3 to the power 12 by 28, the remainder is how much? 1. Okay, now 3 to the power 5 is equal to how much? 3 to the power 5 is equal to, you can write this as 3 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2 divided by 28. Okay, so now that is equal to how much? That is equal to 27. Okay, 27 into 9 divided by 28. So if we divide 27, the remainder is how much? 1, and if we divide 9, the remainder is how much? 9. Okay, so the answer is going to be how much? Answer is going to be minus 9. The remainder is how much? Minus 9. Okay, the negative remainder is minus 9. So positive remainder is going to be how much? The positive remainder is going to be 28 minus 9. That is equal to how much? That is equal to 19. Okay everyone, let's have a look at the next example. Okay, where we are going to use Euler theorem. Okay, the question is 2 to the power 195. Okay, 2 to the power 195 divided by 51. Okay, so first of all, over here identify that 2 comma 51 represent co-prime pair. Okay everyone, they don't have any common factor except 1, so they are co-prime. So we are dividing it by 51, so we need to find the Euler of 51. So 51 is equal to how much? 3 into 17. Okay, so the Euler of 51 is going to be how much? 51 into 1 minus 1 by 3. Okay, into 1 minus 1 by 17. So the Euler is going to be how much? 51 into 2 by 3 into 16 by 17. Okay, that is equal to how much? 32. 51 and 3 into 17 will get cancelled out. Okay, so Euler of 51 is how much? 32. Okay, so from this what we can say that 2 to the power 32 divided by 51. Okay, the remainder is going to be how much? 1. 2 to the power 32 divided by 51. Okay, the remainder is going to be how much? 1. Okay everyone, but we want to find the remainder when 2 to the power 195 is divided by 51. Okay, so over here we are dividing it by 51. Okay, so the power of 2 is supposed to be 32. So 2 to the power 32. Okay, bracket to the power what? 32 into which number is close to 195. Okay, 32 into 6 is 192. Okay everyone, so 32 into 6 is 192, and we left with 2 to the power 3. So over here if we divide 2 to the power 32 by 51, okay, the remainder is going to be how much? 1 to the power 6 is 1. Okay, into 2 to the power 3 is how much? 8 divided by 51. So the final remainder is going to be 8 only. Okay, now let's start with the next example. Okay, the next example is 13 to the power 642 divided by 400. Okay everyone, so now over here 13 comma 400 is a co-prime pair. Okay, we are dividing it by 400, so let's find the Euler of 400. 400 is 16 into 25. Okay, that is equal to 2 to the power 4 into 5 square. So the Euler of 400 is going to be how much? 400 into 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 5. Okay everyone, so that is going to be how much? 400 into 1 by 2 into 4 by 5. Okay, so that is equal to how much? 160. Okay, so from this what we can say that 13 to the power 160 divided by 400. Okay, the remainder is going to be how much? The remainder is going to be 1. Okay everyone, so now we want the power of 13 to be 160. Okay, so over here what I'm going to do is 13 to the power 160. Okay, bracket to the power how much, tell me? 160 into 4 is 640. Okay, 640, how much is left? 2 is left, so 13 square is left now. Okay, divided by 400. Now what we can see here is, look at, so 13 to the power 160 when divided by 400, the remainder is how much? 1 to the power 4, that is 1, into 13 square is 2, 13 square is 169 divided by 400. Okay, so the final remainder is going to be how much? The final remainder is going to be 169 only. Okay everyone, let's have a look at the next question, this one. Okay, so over here we are dividing it by 75. So let's identify that 8,75 represent co-prime pair first of all. Okay, we are dividing it by 75. We need to find the Euler of 75, that is equal to how much? 5 square into 3. Okay, so the Euler of 75 is how much? Let's have a look at it. 75 into 1 minus 1 by 5. Okay, into 1 minus 1 by 3. So that is equal to how much? 75 into 2 by 3. Okay everyone, into 4 by 5. So that is going to be how much? Let's have a look at it. 15 5s are, okay, 5 2s are 10, into 4 is 40. Okay everyone, so over here we want the power of 8 to be how much? We want power of 8 to be 40, because 8 to the power 40 divided by 75, the remainder is going to be how much? The remainder is going to be 1 by using Euler theorem. Okay everyone, so now let's have a look at it. So we want 8 to the power 40, so bracket to the power how much? 40, the closest multiple of 40 is which one? 1000. Okay, 40 into 25 is 1000, and what is left? 8 to the power 3 is left. Okay everyone, so now over here divided by 75. Okay, then 8 to the power 40 when divided by 75, the remainder is how much? 1 to the power 25, that is equal to how much? 1. Okay, into 8 to the power 3 is how much? 512 divided by 75. Okay, so as we are dividing it by 75, the remainder has to be less than 75 only. Okay everyone, so now our answer is going to be how much? 512 divided by 75. Okay, now we know that 75 into 4, okay, 75 into 4 is how much? 300. Okay, 75 into 6 is equal to how much? 600. Okay everyone, sorry, let me correct it. What we know, 75 into 4 comes 300. Okay, then 75 into 6 comes 450. Okay, so the 450 is the closest multiple, so the remainder is going to be how much? 512 minus 450, that is equal to 62. No, 72 is the remainder. Okay everyone, likewise we can solve this question. Then after this the next is 7 to the power 115 divided by 114. Okay everyone, now so I will copy the Euler theorem here. Okay, so 7,114, is it a co-prime pair or not? Tell me. 7,114, okay, they do not share any common factor except 1, so they represent a co-prime pair. So now 114, okay, we are dividing it by 114, so let's prime factorize 114 and find its Euler. Okay everyone, so the 114 is going to be how much? 114 is going to be 19 into 6. Okay everyone, 114 is going to be how much? 19 into 6, that is equal to how much? 19 into 2 into 3. Okay, so the Euler of 114 is going to be how much? Look at 114 into 1 minus 1 by 19. Okay, into 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 3. So 114 into 18 by 19 into 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. Okay, so the Euler is going to be how much? Euler is going to be 36. 18 to the 36, and the denominator will get cancelled out. So from this what we can conclude is 7 to the power 36 divided by 114. Okay, this remainder is going to be 1. Now how we can use this? Let's have a look at it. Okay, So now over here, look here, we want the power of 7 to be how much? 36. Bracket to the power what? Bracket to the power 36 into 3 is 108. Okay, 36 into 3 is 108 into 108. Okay, into how much is left? Tell me how much is left. 7 to the power 7 to the power 7 is left. Okay, divided by 114. So for this bracket the remainder is 1. Okay, I will show you this question by using some another method also. Okay, so as of now 7 to the power 36 when divided by 114, the remainder is 1. Okay, 7 to the power 7 I can write it as 7 cube into 7 cube into 1, 7 to the power 1. Okay, that is equal to how much? 343 into 343 into 7 divided by 114. Okay, so now we can see that 114 into 3 is equal to how much? 342. Okay, so if we divide this number by 114, the remainder is going to be 1. If we divide this number by 114, the remainder is going to be 1. And if we divide this number by 114, the remainder is going to be 7. So the final remainder is going to be how much? 7. Okay, everyone. But now this is a very number specific. Okay, so now look at, I will show you the another method also. After looking at this question, what should come in our mind? That 7 to the power 3 is equal to how much? 343. Okay, and 114 into 3 is equal to how much? 342. Okay, so we can easily adjust plus 1 minus 1 remainder here. Okay, everyone, so we want 7 to the power 3 here. Okay, so 7 to the power 3 bracket to the power how much? Bracket to the power 114. Okay, sorry, bracket to the power how much? 3 3s are 9, 3 8s are 24. Okay, so 7 to the power 3 bracket to the power 38 into 7 to the power 1 is left, divided by how much? 114. 7 to the power 3 is how much? 343 to the power 38 into 7 divided by 114. Okay, so 114 into 3 is equal to how much? 342. So for this bracket the remainder is 1 to the power 38, and over here the remainder is how much? 7. So the final answer is going to be how much? 1 into 7, that is equal to 7. So we can solve this question by using remainder plus 1 and remainder minus 1 easily. Okay, everyone, let's move ahead. Now over here 6 to the power 93 is divided by 31. Okay, 6 to the power 93 is divided by 31. We need to find the remainder. Okay, this is the Euler theorem. Over here, first of all, let's identify that 6, 31 is a co-prime pair. Okay, so now 31, prime factorization of 31 is 31 itself, because 31 itself is a prime number. Okay, so let's find the Euler of 31. Euler of 31 is going to be how much? 31 into 1 minus 1 by 31. Okay, that is equal to how much? 31 into 30 by 31. That is equal to how much? 30. Okay, so the Euler of 31 is going to be 30. From this, what we can remember is Euler of prime number. Okay, Euler of any prime number is equal to how much? 1 less than that prime number. Okay, everyone, Euler of any prime number is how much? 1 less than that prime number. Okay, so from this what we can see that 6 to the power 30 divided by 31. Okay, the remainder is always going to be 1. Okay, so over here we are going to adjust 6 to the power 30. Okay, so bracket to the power how much? Bracket to the power 3, that is 90 into 6 to the power 3 is left, divided by 31. Okay, so now 6 to the power 30 when divided by 31, the remainder is how much? 1 to the power 3, that is 1. Okay, into now 6 cube I can write 6 square into 6 divided by 31. Okay, so if I divide 36 by 31, remainder is 5, into if I divide 6 by 31, remainder is 6. So the final remainder is going to be how much? Final remainder is going to be 30. Okay, everyone, now let's have a look at the next example. Okay, so over here 3 and 11. Okay, over here 3 and 11, hold on, represent a co-prime pair. Okay, 3, 11 represent a co-prime pair. 11 is a prime number. Okay, so Euler of 11 is going to be how much? 1 less than that number, that is equal to 10. Okay, Euler of a prime number is 1 less than that number. Okay, so from this we can see that 3 to the power 10 divided by 11. Okay, the remainder is how much? The remainder is equal to 1. This is called as Fermat's theorem. Okay, you can call it as Fermat's theorem also. Okay, in case of prime number. So now over here this question becomes what? 3 to the power 10 bracket to the power 5 into 3 to the power 1 divided by 11. Okay, so over here the remainder is going to be 1 into 3, the final remainder is going to be 3. Okay, likewise we can solve this. After this 23 to the power 157 divided by 79. Again over here 23, 79 is a co-prime pair. Okay, and 79 is a prime number. As 79 is a prime number, okay, Euler of 79 is going to be how much? 1 less than that number, that is equal to 78. Okay, so from this we can see that 23 to the power 78 divided by 79. Okay, the remainder is going to be how much? 1. Okay, so in the numerator we want 23 to the power 78. So bracket to the power what? Tell me. The bracket to the power 2. Okay, 78 into 2 is equal to how much? 78 into 2 is equal to 156 into 23 to the power 1 is remaining here. Okay, divided by 79. For this bracket the remainder is going to be 1, and over here the remainder is going to be 23. So the final remainder is going to be 23. Okay everyone. The next question is find the remainder when 2 to the power 99 is divided by 99. Okay, this is our Euler theorem. Okay, so over here 2, 99 is a co-prime pair. Okay, is a co-prime pair. So as we are dividing it by 99, okay, so the prime factorization is 11 into 3 square. Okay, it's Euler. Let's find the Euler of 99. The Euler of 99 is going to be how much? 99 into 1 minus 1 by 11. Okay, into 1 minus 1 by 3. That is equal to how much? 99 into 10 by 11 into 2 by 3. That is equal to 60. Okay, so from this what we can say that 2 to the power 60 divided by 99. Okay, 2 to the power 60 divided by 99, the remainder is going to be how much? 1. Okay everyone, so over here we are going to adjust 2 to the power 60 in the numerator. Okay, so what we are left with? We are left with 2 to the power 39 divided by 99. Okay everyone, so if we divide 2 to the power 60, if we divide 2 to the power 60 by 99, the remainder is going to be how much? The remainder is going to be 1. And if we divide 2 to the power 39 divided by 99, we need to find the remainder. Okay, so over here Euler theorem will not help us in simplifying the given question. Okay, so our conclusion over here is, so every question we cannot solve by Euler method. Okay, the previous questions were easy by Euler method, but every question is not going to be easy by Euler method. Okay everyone, so for that we need to use some other methods that we are going to discuss in the next videos. But still this question we can continue by using some general concept. How we can continue this question? Let's have a look at it. Okay, so after this we cannot use Euler method. Okay, so 2 to the power 39 divided by 99 we can solve it manually. Okay, so 2 to the power 13, so 2 to the power 39 I can write it as what? Tell me. I can write it as 2 to the power 9. Okay, bracket cube, sorry, bracket to the power 4 into how much? Into 2 to the power 3. Okay, you can split it in any way. Okay, so now 2 to the power 9 is equal to how much? 2 to the power 9 is equal to 512 to the power 4 into 2 to the power 3 is how much? 8 divided by 99. So now if I divide 512, okay, if I divide 512 by 99, the remainder is going to be how much? Let's have a look at it. The remainder is going to be how much? 99 into 5 is equal to 495. So the remainder is going to be 12 plus 5, that is equal to 17. The remainder will be 17 to the power 4 into 8 divided by 99. Okay everyone, so now 17 to the power 4 we can write it as 289 square. Okay, 289 square into 8 divided by 99. Okay, so we need to solve it like this. That will be very lengthy. Okay, so let's continue. If I divide 289 by 99, okay, so 99 into 3 is equal to how much? 297. Okay, so if I divide 289 by 99, okay, the negative remainder is going to be how much? The negative remainder is going to be minus 8. Okay, so this is going to be minus 8 bracket square into 8 divided by 99. Okay everyone, so basically this is going to be how much? 8 cube, that is 512 divided by 99. Okay, so if I divide 512 by 99, the remainder is going to be how much? The remainder is going to be 17. So the final remainder is 17. Okay, so basically the moral of the story is what? Every time we cannot solve a remainder question by using Euler theorem. Okay everyone, so Euler theorem is having some limitations. Okay, in that situation we need to use some other theorems. Okay, for example, Chinese remainder theorem is there. Okay everyone, that we are going to have a look in the next video.